Good afternoon. My name is Turley. I'm Director of Legislative Advocacy at the Massachusetts Coalition for the Homeless, and also like to echo the gratitude of my fellow panelists for your willingness to be here in Phoenix, Springfield on Monday to take our comments on the emergency assistance regulations and to really engage in this dialogue. I hope that we can move from dialogue to concrete action to concrete change. I want to present to you a letter signed by 69 groups across the state that represent advocacy groups, providers, legal services, medical community, domestic violence service community, faith communities, and various community groups to ask you in particular to adopt our recommended language around imminent risk of having to stay in a place not meant for human habitation. We've talked about it time and time again today, so I don't have to get into the details of what that proposal would be. I know that we talked earlier in the week that there's some concerns that it would cost too much money and families who are at imminent risk of having to stay in a place not meant for human habitation were allowed into shelter, or that it would be unworkable to identify those families. But I really hope that we can continue the dialogue outside of Gardner Auditorium to talk about ways where the Department of Children and Families, the Department of Housing and Community Development, community groups who are working with these families and seeing them in the ER, hearing from them while they're staying in their car, talking to them the morning after they stayed on the beach, to be able to identify families who we know are heading into those situations so they don't have to head there. And I know that as a creative and compassionate Commonwealth, we can come to a resolution. We'll continue day in and day out to be up here at the State House asking for more resources for affordable housing and prevention, which we know that we need to be able to really get to the roots of this problem. But in the meantime, I ask you once again to not remove the safety net of shelter with just the promise or the hope of affordable housing. That together we need to make that happen. In the meantime, we need to protect the safety net, and I know that we can do